What's up, guys? Andrew Cruzy here, and in this video, I'm going to show you a little known trick inside of Airtable where you can create client dashboards, leadership dashboards directly in here for your clients to have a friendly competition and for them to get better results. So without further ado, by the end of this video, you'll know exactly how to build out the dashboard. And without further ado, let's get into it. So the very first thing is you're going to want a form for them to fill out on a regular basis. This can be daily, this can be weekly, and that is where the data is going to come in. And you can set up automations to remind them and for them to stay on track and all that. You can also automate the data over here with some of our clients are automating the metadata over into Airtable. That's a possibility as well. But when you have the form and they're filling it out, this is for our new mastermind and offer here. So if you're a coach, if you run a mastermind, this is perfect. And here's a little bit of what it looks like. And we also want to help them with their energy, their mindset, their attitude, all of that stuff. So that's where the data comes into with our new leadership dashboard that I'm going to be building out with you here. So once you have the data coming in, sweet, we're good to go. And we can build out this awesome dashboard. So you want to go to the interface side of things and go into dashboard right here. And feel free to pause this video and build it out alongside me after you have your form done. And we're going to go to the monthly roll-up OS. So this is where all the data is coming in. I believe this is the number of records, and this would be number of records as well. And we're going to customize this, optimize this, make this a friendly competition, which is awesome. So the first thing that I want to do is change the name, and then we're going to go into the numbers and then into the charts and graphs. So I'm just going to call this Leaderboard for right now. And I'm going to go in here and put in a trophy and call this Leaderboard as well. And we can see that that's changed over here. And the thing that I want to do is add in, I want to take this link of the form so they can easily fill it out. And not too many people are doing this on their builds, but it's super helpful. So I can go down here to buttons, add button to website, and go in here and add in that form. So it's going to an external URL. And I'm going to put this here and call this daily form. Cool. Now they can easily click there and go to the form to update the data, all that good stuff. So we got this here. And the first one that I want to track is, let's say, boom, call bookings, sales call booking leader. Cool. And we have a little bit of data in there. It's going to look really cool when we have a lot, but I'm going to put in the title and then go to sum and go to sales, boop, sales calls. Let's do live sales calls. Boom, number of live sales calls taken, live sales calls. And instead of empty, I'm going to do a max. So the max there is 2 with the data that we have. And what I can do on this chart, the next thing, after I change the color, boom. So you can go down here to color. I like the background colors, so that's perfect. And then what I can do with this chart is, boom, this is where it gets really cool. Sales call, live sales call, leaderboard. Cool. And then we just need to change the data right up in here. So what I want to do is do this by client card, beautiful. And then on the y-axis, what I want to do is the live sales calls. So I'm going to go up into fields, live sales calls, and make this a sum. Boom, perfect. And we can see Jason Jackson has 2 there. So he's going to be the leader. But let's optimize this view. So I'm going to flip it on its head and do that. And then I'm going to change the arrangement from y-axis to x-axis and make it descending. So we can see Jason is the leader there. And I'm going to change the color to optimize the UX. And we can easily do that by going into the x-axis here. Let's make it green so it matches. That is great. So perfect. Some other things that we might want to see. I want to see meditation minutes. So meditation minutes, leader, and let's make this blue. And then I'm going to go into summary, meditation minutes, and we're going to pull from the progress. So that is the leader right there. And I actually want to do max. Let's do some would be all the data. Let's do max right there. Perfect. And then let's create a board for that. So I'm going to duplicate this one. Boom. And do meditation. Perfect. Meditation minutes. And I'm going to turn this to the x-axis field is going to be meditation minutes and sum on those. And what I also want to do is add the numbers, show record on chart. So we can actually see those numbers there. So that's great. And then what I want to do from here is change the color. Boom. And let's do, make it friendly competition, duplicate, and let's do exercise minutes. So flex. And if you want to add these emojis, it's just Control Command Spacebar on a Mac. Exercise minutes. And I'm going to show you how to develop the list view, which is really, really helpful to see all of this right after this one. So let's make this red and let's duplicate this. Perfect. And let's do flex, exercise minutes. And let's make this on the x-axis, exercise minutes with red, the field, exercise minute progress. Beautiful. So we can see Jay is kicking butt at 65 minutes with the data we have in there. That's great. And now it's becoming a dope competition. So when you create a dashboard, you automatically have that pivot table, which is great. We can optimize that. But the next thing that I want to add in is the list here. So I'm going to put this up at the top. We have a list, and that is perfect. And we might want to see, we can change the fields here. So let's start with that. And let's start with the month. And I want to see month and year. And I want to see their client card. So client card is good. I want to move that to hidden. I want to see month and year, and you can see it's changing right there. Perfect. Client card is right there. And what I want to do is organize this and sort this by the month start date and have the latest at the top, which is great. And then we can add those data fields in here. So what I can add to that is we have live calls, and we have meditation minutes, and we have exercise. Boom. Perfect. I'm going to show you how to send this to your clients as well. So we can see total number of submissions, exercise minutes, whatever that core data is that you're tracking. And boom, got that. And if all of these are the same, we can sort those also. Let's do by submissions. Boom. And do this by the latest. And I want to do one more chart, which is pretty epic. I'm going to duplicate this. and do this as number of submissions. So I'm going to go in here and do submissions. Perfect. And then I want to change the angle of this chart so I can see Jay and Jason have done the most submissions there. So beautiful. And we got all that. You can see that data. So let's publish this and see this. And I've got a little bit more for you. So there we got the dashboards, beautiful. We can see the competition. We can see the most submissions, and I just need to change that title. We can see the data right there. They can compete against one another. And I'm going to change this title. Receipt. Submissions. Cool. And then this is key. I want to change the filter elements here. And I want to choose, they can see it by individual. And then I also want to do it by start date. So we're going to add another one here, start month. So as more data comes in here, we can change, boom, we can change that. So background color, we're good to go. I'm going to take this pivot table off for right now. And we have our version 1 of our leaderboard there. And what this will do is I can change the conditioning is and more. And let's do is. You can do a specific day, or I could also do add in a month. Boom. So daily OS. No, that's good to go. So beautiful. I'm going to hit, we already hit publish. So I'm going to share this interface and share publicly and turn this bad boy on, enable public sharing. Boom. And now we have a beautiful leaderboard for our clients to have a friendly competition, and they can go daily, boom, right here. And we're good to go. So we just created our leaderboard in under, I don't know how much time that was, in under 15 minutes there. I hope that's helpful. If you want to dive deeper, there's an opportunity to join our community or book in a call. If this was helpful, hit that like button, subscribe. It really helps the channel. And we have so many new updates on dashboards, AI systems, all that stuff. But super grateful for you. Thanks for staying with me. I'll talk to you guys soon.